more intense color. Use 1 teaspoon per pound or 500 grams of oils. Here are some clays with a finished soap next to them. Herbs and spice make great natural colorants and also have fantastic properties for your skin. There's a list of colors in the resource section to this lecture. They produce numerous colors, but will fade in the sun. However, they won't bleed or migrate. Some are pH sensitive and will morph. For example, beetroot turns yellow and yellow dock turns red. They are considered natural colorants. Here are some botanicals with the finished soap next to them. You can see the beetroot in the middle on the left and how it has turned out yellow. These are, from left to right, top to bottom, spirulina, beetroot, rosehip, indigo, alkanet root, and madder root. Start off with 1 teaspoon of the herb and then increase or decrease. You can mix them with oil or water. Some botanicals can be scratchy if you add them directly into your soap, so you can infuse them in oil. You can make a cold infusion where you add your herbs to oil and leave in a jam jar for 2 to 6 weeks. You can make a hot infusion where you add the herbs to your oils and place in a crock pot on a low heat for 2 to 6 hours. Or you can put your herbs in a tea bag in a jam jar of oil in a pan of water on a low heat for 2 hours. There are more instructions on how to do this in the resources. There are some factors that can affect the finished color in your processed soap that you need to be aware of before you start. Vanilla will always turn your soap brown. The best thing to do is to design your soap around this and anticipate the brown, like this soap here where I did a chocolate and orange theme, so that you can't really see the vanilla in the brown coloring. Goat's milk turns your soap a cream color. You can try adding titanium dioxide, which will make your soap whiter, although it will also make your colors paler. If you put your goat's milk soap in the fridge, it will keep it whiter. Here are 2 soaps, one I put in the fridge and one I didn't, and you can see the difference. Base oils will also affect the finished color. You can use refined oils and butters to try and get a whiter color. Olive and avocado oil can be quite green, which will affect the color. You can also add titanium dioxide to this to help make it whiter. Inadequate mixing of colors can give streaks or speckles to your soap. Using a mini mixer will help avoid this. Dyes and lakes can morph and change color in your soap. Purple colors containing ferric ferrocyanide can turn gray or disappear altogether in your soap. Check your ingredients for these in the inky names. Ultramarine violet can look gray if you don't add enough to your soap. And essential oils can be yellow or orange, which can affect your base color. The best way to deal with colors is to experiment. Write down your formula so that you can replicate it and the results that you get. And most of all, have fun.